welcome to my channel. My name is Berry. This is my very first video. I've always wanted to make YouTube and I didn't really have any kind of specific about what I wanted to kind of do on YouTube, but I just thought, screw it, I'm gonna do it, and that's it. So today's video is all going to be about a DNA test that I took in December. It's almost August, so I've waited a long time to make this video. I don't know what stopped me. I had uni, I've had work, and I just didn't really know when the correct time was maybe to make it. I took this test because I was really interested to see what regions of the world my ancestors came from, because as someone who's Middle Eastern and specifically from where I'm from, which is Kurdistan, so Kurdistan is a region in Iraq. All I've ever been told about my ancestors is that they're all from Kurdistan. That's all I ever knew. My ancestors from there, my grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, that's all I ever knew. The company's called 23andMe, and they've got two options. You can either do a health and ancestry, or you can just do ancestry. The ancestry one's cheaper, but I wanted to know about some things about my health as well. So what kind of intolerances I may have and this kind of stuff. I was actually quite interested to know, because it's always, I mean, it's not always good to know everything that's wrong with you. It is good to know how maybe you can start preventing certain things from early on. My brother also took this test as well. I would say if any of you are thinking about doing this test, I would say that you need to be prepared for how long it takes for the results to come back. So I bought mine during Christmas on Amazon, so obviously it was on sale then as well, but I also sent it off during Christmas. And how it works is they quote 6 to 8 weeks for your results to come back, but that's 6 to 8 weeks from when your package gets to their lab, and their lab is in America. It took my package, I think, about 2 to 3 weeks to actually get to the lab there, and then from there it was 6 to 8 weeks. So it was about 8 weeks, about 11 weeks. So it took about 3 months. So we'll get right into the video now. So I'll start with my ancestry. I will say that I did get some surprising results. So from what I knew, like I told you guys, I was mostly, let's say, Iraqi. That's what I'm, as in Kurdistan, which is in Iraq. So they're not going to write Kurdistan, they will write Iraq. So 99.1% Western Asian and North African. For Western Asian, I've got 98.5%. But what's quite shocking to me, which this hasn't changed either, so this hasn't been updated or anything like that, so maybe it just hasn't changed because that is what it is. But it says that my ancestors are mainly from Iran. Yeah, so you can see all tested populations, and I'm fully Iranian. According to this, my ancestors were fully Iranian. Iraq, I have nothing, which is very odd to me, just because obviously my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents were from Iraq, so that's quite weird. Maybe it's just looking that far back. I've got North African and Arabian, 0.1%. And it also, I've got Western Asian, when I click on it, it kind of gives you a background of that region. And broadly Western Asian and North African is 0.5%. When you get broadly back, it basically just means that they don't have enough data or statistics to be able to pinpoint that much of your DNA, just because it might be that DNA might be a bit more scattered in regards to region. So it's just broadly in that region. They can't assign it to a specific place. But over time, so for example, when I first got these results back, I got broadly East Asian, Native American, and now I've got one subcategory, which is nice. So yeah, so East Asian and Native American, I've got 0.8%. And so I've got Manchurian and Mongolian, 0.3%. That's new. I've never seen that before. It's really interesting. Then I've got broadly Chinese and Southeast Asian, 0.1%. Like what? Then I've got broadly East Asian and Native American, 0.4%. So that has also changed. That has become more in percentage because I used to be 0.1% Native American. And finally, South Asian is 0.1%, and it's still broadly South Asian. They still haven't given me a proper country. So that's that with Ancestry. With my trait report, they predict lots of trait things about you. So for example, I don't know, really randomly, freckles, likely little freckling. Hair texture, likely straight or wavy. I've got wavy hair. Newborn hair, likely lots of baby hair, which is true. I've got lots of little baby hairs. Sweet versus salty, likely prefer salty. Okay, if you know me, all of my friends, all of my family know I love salt. I put salt on everything. It's not good, it's really not good, I know, but I'm trying to cut it down. But just salt just makes all food, obviously just savoury foods, but it makes all foods better. Unibrow, likely at least a little unibrow. Cheek dimples, likely no dimples. Yeah, I don't have any dimples. For wellness, caffeine consumption, need to consume less caffeine, which is absolutely true. Like if I have coffee if I need to have coffee. Like if I'm really tired, I'm at work or I'm at uni and I need to stay awake, then I will have coffee. Usually I'll have something that just does the trick, which is like a double espresso. Just down it, that's it. Tea, I love my tea, but not every day. If I have one, it will be one in the day. It won't be like 50. Deep sleep, less likely to be a deep sleeper. Absolutely true. Literally smallest amount of noise, I will wake up. A lactose intolerance, likely intolerant. This one's really funny because me and my brother both did this test, and most of our traits and stuff came back as mainly the same. But my brother, if you know him, I'll tag him down below. He's got an Instagram page. He is a Kung Fu instructor, and he is really fit in the sense of he trains every day, he works out all the time. And for our trait of muscle composition is uncommon in elite power athletes, which means basically my muscle composition is not that great. Like I'm not that strong in that sense. My brother got muscle composition common in elite power athletes, and it was just, if you know us personally, like you just know it's just so true. Like it's just so true. Yeah, so that's basically it. If any of you are planning to do this test, it is worth it because it's not just a one-time thing. Like it's not you just get your results back and that's it. It's constantly updating, it's constantly got new things. It's told me my health risk for Alzheimer's disease, breast cancer, Parkinson's disease, other things that I'd never even heard of, like alpha-1 something, I can't even pronounce that, deficiency. All of these things, and they're constantly adding more as well that they're able to test. They're constantly adding more. Like they weren't able to test the breast cancer for a while, but yeah, they're constantly updating it. I hope if you're on the fence about getting this DNA test, because I know there's a few companies that do it, I really like 23andMe because it's just so simple. Like the website is really uncomplicated, it's really nice to use, everything just seems, there's been a lot. I obviously did my research before I did anything. Like I did I think 3 or 4 months of research before I bought it, but 23andMe was the one I wanted to go with. Price wise at the time it seemed really worth it. I think at the moment it's 30% off, so that might be also a nice little bonus for you if you're on the fence about doing it. I see it as an investment. I think it's really nice to know about my health risks. It's nice to know my ancestry, because now certain places in the world you feel more connected, I think. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding this test, just leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It is my first video. I'm hoping to make more over time. If you have any suggestions or recommendations as to what kind of videos you want me to make, just drop me a comment down below. And have a lovely day. Bye.